Lord Jesus. So this is what it comes down to, huh? It is what it is. It is what it is. Let me get my music up, child. It is what it is. Well, tonight was interesting, wasn't it? You know, I really had comfortable with being in peace, truly being in peace. Um, it is what it is. You know, um, everyone else has the right to their opinion. I have the um, and I saw lost some subs. It's okay. Susie Q, I am up because I gave my opinion. Child, I gave my opinion. And he wants you know, it's all good. Everybody still. There's no love lost with me. It is what it is. And that's she is. So, you know, it's mighty funny. Right? And, you know, yeah, I know. Yeah, and that's what it was. You know, I was just trying to piece a piece of the apple. I wasn't trying to demonetize things. Um, and she should know that that's not my intention. Because we worked hard for it. You know what I mean? So tonight was a stressful. I did see some live comments in the chat that I am a good guy. I appreciate those comments. I saw some people. Braylon wants to be seen all the time and this, that. And you know, I'll just say this. You know, I can tell that from the live content tab. I try to cover that. Makes you feel seen, makes you feel heard, makes you feel not alone. I feel like on these live people talking codes and don't provide clarity. That's all that needs to happen by. You know, it was a 40th slip of the tongue. You know what I mean? I was not trying to do that at all intentionally. I think the people that know my character on here, I'm not about that life. I'm not about it. You know, this platform we are building together is about love, care, and let's try to bring some peace and solace. Try to do what I could, right? Everybody's going to receive it. It's fine. I saw the chat. It's all good. It happens, right? The blessing of this is it goes to show us that we have a lot more in common. As I was at the house, stressed, just breathing and everything that happened, I was thinking to myself, um, that right is right and wrong is wrong, right? That was my main point of that conversation, of that commentary I was trying to give. Like I said to y'all, when I was going through what I went through, my information got looked up. Nobody wanted to hear it. And I felt afraid. I felt worried. I felt uneasy because I was saying, hey, I'm trying to let you guys know. And sometimes when we let people know what's up, sometimes we don't like the way it's across. And I don't believe it's right. Like you said, I don't believe it's right that just because you do something good doesn't mean that it's a power trip. I also believe that family members should not be on YouTube at all. Um, you know what I mean? So if we can recognize that it's not right to call out somebody going through cancer, and chemotherapy treatments costing so much that depending on if you get that chemo treatment or not means you can die. If we can recognize that, we can also recognize the fact that no one's family members should be on YouTube in any capacity. For every beginning, there is care. There are feelings involved, and there are moves involved. You don't understand. You don't understand the players, and you don't understand the energy that is given in the beginning. Then you won't understand what's happening in the middle. You can't understand what's happening in the middle. If you didn't understand the beginning, you won't be able to comprehend the end. I talked with Alpha MC tonight. She called me because we go and talk about anything ever. I said to her, sometimes it gets a little tired of always trying to do the right thing. And when you're trying to speak your heart, sometimes you're not always doing it in the best fashion. That doesn't mean that you're bad. But I think the realm of emotionality is only respected when that realm of emotionality, right, is agreeable to that point. So the emotionality is agreed with you, then you accept that emotionality. But if it doesn't agree with your soul, then you push back on it, right? I just feel like it's this unspoken fear of a certain CC because she will get absolutely. And for every son lost, there is a son. and I know that YouTube has 2,490,000,000 people, and I know I will be okay. I know I will. I have to tell you, when I went through, it was really terrified, because I know I didn't do anything wrong to be off the platform. I didn't dox anybody, call CPS on anybody's kids or parents. I've never tried to be a divider with hate. I've always tried to be a unit. And I can respect what you're saying, MJ. I think that when you are being told what your opinion is, it can make you feel like you're not being heard. So I can agree with what you're saying. But I think what the show tonight is, we have a different capacity for the truth. And that's the thing. And with my life, if I'm always hating on everybody, then I have no room in my heart to love anyone in my life. If my heart is consumed, then it's also blocking out my hearts for me to give love to people, because as a man thinketh, so is he. So if your heart is filled with love, and you give love, if you give hate from your heart, that's because yeah, I know it's secure. And I can admit, maybe I should tonight. Yeah, I know too. It was a lot. Basically, what I was trying to say was that, and I always try to. I always try to. I don't think I'm going to be canceled out this Sunday. And even if people in their right, that they want to not have me in their life anymore, I'll just say this: if you're going to let one moment define my totality, you gotta look at your. Because I think we've all had a moment like where we have tried to utilize our passion to be able to do the right thing and just because it missed the mark doesn't mean that it was. I don't believe it's right that anyone has anything on lock, right? If that was the case in the world, if the cave women, had to wait for somebody to make a spear with a wheel to be able to make a car, then we wouldn't have cars, and we wouldn't have weapons for fish. It's always hardest to be first, right? Because there's not a manual to be first. Everybody wants somebody to be first until they execute and being first. And everybody has something to say on it. My thing is this: you have more smoke for somebody who always tries to be good, then there's somebody who's always doing bad, but you never give them the same. I want to say that 2 more times. You will have smoke for somebody who is always trying to do right, and not give smoke for somebody who's always doing wrong. You will always have smoke for somebody who has smoke for somebody who has done wrong. Can y'all not hear me? Hang on, hang on. Hang on 1 second, y'all. Hang on 1 second. Gotta get my laptop back. Because my laptop, it died. So give me a moment. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Mic check. Can y'all hear me? Like I said before, why have the smoke for somebody who always comes through? And I'm not mad at Queen Sheba. I'm not, because I understood what she meant, right? I understand that there are words that could get you demonetized, but I think she knows, and she even said, "Bray, just breathe." You know what I mean? Just breathe. Out of all the content that I have ever done, I think everybody can admit that Braylon Lee puts 20 on 10 sometimes, right? And he dreams too big, he goes too hard, and sometimes when you're in your lane of being you, sometimes people feel like you're disobeying the speed limit of what the culture believes you can go on as fast as you can go on. And hey everybody, welcome in. MJ says, Braylon, don't take anything personal. You will be fine. With a slip of the words. Was on long night, was okay with whatever you said. You're good with us. Misan Duncan said, hey, Braylon, before I go to sleep, I just want to say, don't take it personal. I'm proud of you for being able to get your point across after being told to hold up and bring it home another way. You did. I agree. Yeah, that was my cell phone, child. Technology being technology. Braylon, you are allowed to speak, feel, make errors. We are in a time where folks throw everything away without the regard to value or valuable, period. Thank you very much for that. And that's my main point, if you're going to judge my moment up there, right? You're going to judge my moment up there. That one moment, if you're going to make that moment your marker for the totality of my time on YouTube, then you need to move around on YouTube a little bit. I'm going to say that 2 more times. If you're going to use that marker of me having an opinion, like everybody else got the right to go up there and have an opinion, and you're going to use that to judge my totality, you need to move around on YouTube a little bit. You need to move around on YouTube a little bit. Because to me, I feel that while I may not be the best content creator, I may not be the worst content creator, always try to give the best I can. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Give the best you have. And if you don't have the best to give, that doesn't mean that you're not a bad person. And so for all the people unsubscribing, because I did see some subscribers drop, it's all good. Seriously, it's fine. Does it hurt a little bit? Yeah, it does. And maybe I shouldn't have went up. But in the same token, everyone else had the right to their opinion. But in case you want to really judge me and my totality, I just want to show you. I've been showing you. Been doing it. Been doing it. Been doing it. All of this. All of this, you know? So, listen. The same Braylon that just tried to have an opinion is the same Braylon that's been doing all of this. And I'm still scrolling. And I'm still scrolling. And I'm still scrolling. I want to thank everybody who saw the good in me still up on that live tonight. I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. And we're going to make it to 3K. We're going to make it to 3K. It's a bit of a stumble in the road, but we're going to make it. Because here's the gag. It took all of this to get to where we are. When I first started Virtual Tour Live, I didn't know what this was going to become. No one really did, right? First live, 127 views. And then it just kept going and going and going. When I called out Funky Dineva, I'm talking about Chloe Bailey, right? I was standing up for the right thing on many other things that never get talked about in this sector. And I recollect my mind to think that if I wanted to end the tour today, I said on Thursday, I'm ending Virtual Tour, I'm ending the brand. Do you know what that would do? Sure, I would have peace. But guess what? We've done over 200 tours together. Do you really think I'm going to allow one moment of me being human in my vulnerability deter me from the greatness that we've done over here? No, because this has become a place, and it is a place for everybody to have a place to fall. So, all to you two kind. See, Braylon is all good. Hell, I got, if no one else did, clear. The disconnect was that he didn't realize in real time that um, he didn't realize in real time what words he said that he should not have said. Queen Sheba would have just said it a little softer. Hey family, I don't know when the world fired Jesus, but I see so many people with dark souls acting like they're blessed and anointed. Good point. Silent, he's just coming down on himself a little hard. It's a crazy world out here. You hear me? Absolutely. I'm not sure what happened. We all know you, and the chat reflected that. Never. I don't think she judged. I think she was just protecting her brand. It wasn't your opinion. It was a certain word. It's going to be okay. Amen. An opinion's just like a butthole. Everybody got one. Like I said, it was a disconnect. I think it may have been uncomfortable for him. And it was. It was because while I know y'all can speak for your damn selves, I also know how much y'all mean to me, how much y'all invest in me, how much y'all ride for me, and how much y'all put up with me. Because, yeah, I am long-winded. Yes, I can be a headache in having the mindset of thinking that I know everything, but the gag is I really don't. I just am the hardest one working in the room. But most of all, I know that for a lot of you, I am different in that way of how am I 30 years old being able to talk about all these different topics with so much soul care and consideration? Well, it was because I was raised that way, you know? What was bad in its totality was that woman with the mess. Yeah, she made that call personal with Tay, and I fully agree. This is when people need to use maturity. People slip and say things sometimes, but it didn't mean it the way it came out. Absolutely good job. Well, I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Good night, y'all. Love you right back. You'll get twice as many subscribers. Diversity. Good night, Miss Island. Much love to you. You're good with I'm heading to bed. For sure. Good night. So let me understand. You were asked to pick a side. I would say yes and no. I feel that the space was open for opinion, but I don't think it was foundational in accepting everyone's opinion. I will say that again. I think there was a space for opinions, right? But I don't think it was a foundation of accepting everyone's opinion. I think there was a space for people to give an opinion, but I don't think it was a foundation of being able to accept everyone's opinion. Words fade like footprints in the sand. Feelings are fluidity. That's right. Keep being you, keep evolving. You pour into your chat. We love and appreciate your blessings you share through your spiritual calling. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I really, really do. Like I said, tonight I'm a little shaken up. I'm not going to sit here in front with y'all. And so you offered an opportunity upon doing so, ruffled feathers. Yeah,
Yeah, and I do believe I've said this before. I am a uniter, but I also can be a divider with what needs to be said. So I will drop the link if you guys want to come on up. We're all up right now, and if you have something to say, just be respectful about. I'm open. You know what I mean to what you have to say. I am not too above board where I'm not wanting to receive feedback, right? And this is a family that I don't think any of us could have ever predicted. We got aunties and uncles and nieces and nephews and cousins and moms and dads that, oh Lord Jesus. Some of us try to be that strong but quiet energy, and then some of us, well, we don't give a damn about any of that ish. But I do know this much though. You will never be able to receive blessings if you move as a curse. So while I know that I may feel like a curse to some of the people in the chat tonight, I give my opinion, I know that I move as a blessing. You know what I mean? And yeah. So I'm here with y'all, to the 12 people, 11 people that are here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And like I said, on this channel, you're going to engage with a person that is not always right in their opinion. They have their emotionality. And all in all, they're just trying to do the best that they can. They're trying to do the best that they can. The link is pinned if you guys want to come on up here. Let me. Susie Q.
I'm here.
Hey, how's it going, my friend? How are you?
I'm good. I can't complain. God has given us another day.
Amen to that.
I was listening earlier with that chat, and I just started dozing off because it was just really a lot. And it's just been a lot. Yeah, that Queen Sheba's chat. I mean, it started respectful, and then she got the panelists up, and that was respectful. Then she got the uppity up who was uppity. And I said, okay, you're not hearing what the question is. You're defending and deflecting, but all they wanted to hear was, why would you feel necessary to put Black Titanic on the screen? Was all they wanted. And I felt that in that air, but I didn't know that, I love that lady, and I enjoy hearing her concept on her channel and everything. And not picking any sides because I don't know either one personally enough to be that invested. But I truly didn't know she had just had a stroke. And to hear that her daughter is, sick or whatever ailment she's going through, I just thought, wow. And, you feel like you just want to scrunch down in the chair like these are your relatives doing
Yes. That's why I said the family we have is a family that nobody could have ever predicted.
Right. I was like, okay, I'm at the family reunion, but I'm trying to slide under the table as an old auntie. I'm going, they doing that? They did that to auntie? Right. Like she's the grandma. She's the historian of the family. She, on her channel, she educate, like you go into religion sometime and you'll educate some things that have happened and you don't realize that you're ministering. But we listen and we take it in. We don't say anything, but we chew on it and come back later. Oh, he gave us some good old bones to chew on there. Because we ain't going to break it down, but we going to keep chewing because it got some flavor to it.
Right.
And then I saw where, Uppity was just trying to defend her point. She said, because you're not going to comprehend if I don't go to the beginning. And I'm thinking, that's your mindset. That's your perception.
Mm-hmm.
You are intelligent enough and intellectual enough to even surmise your point to the second as to why it was necessary to bring Miss Titanic in there. And she wouldn't do it. And then it just became a slap to Queen. And Queen was like, hold up, you ain't coming to my house and doing that. Right. I gave you an opportunity to say what you need to say, and you over here slapping me in the face. Like she said, you're not going to let me up. You're not going to let me up. You can't tell people when to let you up. So it just became really like enthralled with angst and dismay at the beginning. I was just like, over here, I'm already full. I listened to Sassy. We talked. Sassy, like, she didn't have enough. It's like, I don't know what's going on right now that everybody's fighting everybody. But I'm going, we was the most peaceful group. Not everybody is a millimeter. I understand that. Some people are just fans. Some people are just viewers. That's cool. But as a people, we harmonize in these chats. Now, it is not election jargon that's going on. This is internal hate and bitterness and vitriol against each other for no reason. They can't put a finger on anything.
Sure.
And I'm just going, this is a lot. And I'm going, when did Jesus get fired? Who fired Jesus?
Right. And no, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying because I don't see him in the room, but I see some dark hearts. And they weren't like that. They were very respectful. They were very courteous to each other. And if they had a difference of opinion, it's, well, I mean, it is what it is. But I just think it's that. That's all I got to say. And that's the way we left it. Now we big and bold and we ready to chop girls' heads off and snuff their mamas out in the hospital and kill the grandmother on national TV. I mean, it's just so bitter. I don't put anything past anybody.
Right.
So I'm just going, wow. So it's not about the show. We in our own way. We're in our own way.
Right. And it's been said many times before that Black people do this to Black people. It's not any other culture. And
I've never been in any culture like this.
And I was trying to fight against it in a way because we cover Black culture every single day over here.
Right.
Like this is a Black channel. Like, I mean,
I understand.
As there is, there's other destinations that are mainstream.
Yes, Lord.
But I always find the Black foundation of how we can relate to it.
Correct.
And so, as I thought about that, I'm just like, they really are right. Because what that showed me tonight was even Braylon could be, off his rocker.
Hey,
wait a
minute. They all right and you wrong. So, maybe you just looking at it differently. You got different vision, like, okay, maybe I'm wrong.
Right. And, I will admit
and it's okay.
And it's absolutely okay. I think the big thing was, and I saw the chat, Allison saying that Braylon wants to be seen. And I thought I had a very good comeback of, child, this is YouTube. Everybody wants to be seen at that point. If you really
wow.
And I'm just like, I actually am not trying to be seen because I do that very well on my channel. I give y'all.
I'm gonna say you on it. I'm gonna say TV, but you on YouTube every night. So why you want to be seen? You always seen. You standing up, sitting up, laying down, dancing, moving, whatever. You always seen.
Absolutely.
That doesn't fit the narrative.
Right. So that got to me, and then you're
that
out
was
your
lane. That was a poke.
Right, that was an absolute poke, and then
that was a poke.
You're out of your lane, bro. And then one person said, Braylon doesn't have his mental health tonight, and just
what?
I saw the comments, child. Yeah.
Oh, so that would be forgiven if you had lost your mind. You couldn't possibly be believing what your mind is telling you. So you have mental illness tonight. We're gonna have to pray on him. He'll be all right, family. Right. Wow, that's dismissive.
It is.
That's hurtful and dismissive, and it's just ignorant and It's unacceptable, and I'm sorry you even experienced that. I went to sleep because I was just done. It was just so long, and I woke up, got some water, and Queen Sheba was going in on somebody, and she said, "No, y'all told me not to say it, but I'ma say it because this is my house, and I'ma say it." And she was feeling some kind of way, and I'm going, well, "Nobody don't ruffle her feather." So I sat there and listened for a few minutes, and she was just getting it in, uppity and uppity. I said, "Oh, something going on in the atmosphere." It's not just that channel. Everybody's going through something.
Absolutely. And I still have the chat up.
All right.
And I'll just read a couple of comments here. Deidre Douglas said, "Boy, you tried it." And yes, I'm calling people out because listen, y'all had enough gumption to say it. I got enough gumption to respond. And what does that have to do with what's going on with CC's? Don't speak for us women, from Queen Wisdom. But Tennis's Life said, well, you voted for him and you're allowing him to speak for women. And thank you, Tennis's Life, for saying that. No politics drop down, bro. And you know what's really interesting, and I got the politics part right because that was a very contentious thing, right?
Because you're a male.
Well, not just because I'm a male, but because I think the politics part of it, what it really showed me was we were pounding the pavement for 100 days over social issues.
Okay.
And when somebody wanted to bring up social issues to relate it to, there are so many different things going on.
You got shut down.
Relating these issues, I got shut down. When
right,
we all
want to hear it.
Right, because when we all were pounding the pavement for 100 days, we were cool about talking about it.
Right. Everybody was on one accord at that point.
Absolutely. But now, when I say that, it's cool to be able to be kind, but it's not cool for you to use
they're not ready for it. They're not ready for it. I've checked the temperature on IG. I told them, I set up red, white, and blue flags and everything.
Right.
I said, we need to come together. Marvin Gaye, all kind of war. What is it good for? It's absolutely nothing. Like, stop fighting, stop the hate. They ain't listening to me. I ain't get no likes, no nothing, because they didn't want to hear none of that. People still out here feeling the way they feel.
Absolutely.
They punch drunk on hate, and they ain't ready to give up the sippy cup.
No, absolutely. And then
and I'm just sad because it's like every other race, every other creed can keep moving. It is not personal to them. They said, okay, we got our licks, let's lick our wounds, and we're going to do something else next time. We're going to do something different. This is what we're going to do. Us, we still got decapitated heads back there. We still gunning for people. We ain't letting nothing go. We got the blood in our mouth, and we still seething and heathing about what could have been, should have been.
And he didn't understand what you said because he talks too much. What does this have to do with what's being said?
Wow,
bro. What's going on?
Who said that?
Which one?
He talks too much. And
GLODENE.
I don't know them. I don't even know they're a millimeter. Maybe they just a Queen Sheba follower.
And that's the thing, right?
It is really hurtful. I'm sorry.
What the hell does that have to do with anything, sir? You know what I mean? But I did see the good side. I saw Miss Z say, you good, bro. Tasha Bay said Braylon is good people. Sandra, y'all leave him alone. Lady JG said you're a good guy.
Right.
D said, I get what he meant. He was saying we have bigger fish to fry than the CC beef mess.
Right.
I'm gonna keep reading some of the comments here. IPV ADDT, love my sweetheart, Bray, darling.
Exactly. Yeah, she's family.
Absolutely. Parker CZ23 Braylon, I agree with you. My degree is
Mm-hmm.
real. You, Braylon Lee, you meant good, just a slip of the tongue. Why you lying? Braylon is a good guy. Let's see here. Um, it's okay, Braylon. I think you understand what Queen was saying from Betty Boop. Sir will go off. Braylon Lee with hearts and any other Marilla shit. See how y'all tap brain. He's literally saying there's so many critical issues at hand currently, and black folks rather focus on BS.
Mm.
Braylon, you good for Miss Allen Duncan. Betty Boop 54. We still love you, Braylon. LOL. I didn't even hear what was said. And then Tiz is like, Queen Wisdom, you letting the clear man speak for all women, so you need to move around. Rump don't care about your black behind.
Do they think you're white?
No. That was to Queen Wisdom, because Queen Wisdom
okay.
for 47.
Okay.
And so that night we had a difference of opinion, and she did a little too much.
And she's so still on that time. She ain't let it go.
She didn't let it go.
That's what I'm saying.
Braylon, you are an amazing person. And Elizabeth Harrison said, Bray, you good. It's just a word that can't be said on YouTube. I know that was just a in the moment type of thing. Tasha Bay said, Braylon, you're good, king. So, you as
got more good than bad. You just got some harsh bad.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got more positive than negative.
Right. And, I do sincerely appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because, like I said before, I think sometimes we are willing to throw away somebody over.
That's what I said. Yep.
When we negate the fact of what they've done in their totality. Genesis Life said, Braylon Lee got you. Keep her ass blocked. Sick of it. My degree is real. Welcome, Braylon. Olaf continue to be you, kind, loving, and supportive.
Right.
Sure thing, Braylon from Tasha Bay. Let's see here. So those were some of the comments, and then it was all the good nights. So I am sure that the comment section is going to have a time with me in Queen Sheba's comment section. But I look at like
okay. Look, they talk about Jesus Christ. Just be honored that your name is mentioned, child. Look, might get you higher in heaven. Okay.
No, you know what that.
Y'all keep pushing on me. I'm gonna get up there faster than I expected. Thank you so much.
And that's how I am going to look at this.
Yeah.
That
you can't control feelings. You can't control thoughts. People gonna feel what they feel, say what they say, do what they gonna do. You can only do what's good for you. And if you feel like you can pray on somebody, then pray on them. Because your heart was true. That's the thing. You didn't go in there with ill intent or malice in your heart. You were genuine.
Absolutely. It was already a contentious night.
It was a contentious. Yeah, exactly. That's why I went to bed.
Like, did you really think that out of all people, Braylon Lee was going to be the one to burn down the palace? Really?
Oh, Lord.
Like, child, if anything,
Queen was hot. Queen was hot, so I don't think you could have spit and everything trying to put the fire out. It wasn't gonna go out.
Right.
I think her king was probably gonna have to soothe her. Because I remember she said somebody she had to go to the bathroom, but she gonna have a drink. And I said, oh Lord, y'all got the lady drinking on a weekday?
Right. You know what I mean?
Like, that's not her. So she was like, ooh, child. And I was like, oh my God. So I think once that first fight came, and the two CCs went at it, to some guy in another garage. I'm not even familiar with neither one of them. Don't even know their names. I'm sorry. But she tried to get them to see that they were throwing away good channels, good banter, just because of one subscriber who ran and took something out of a private, you have private chats or something, the ones they pay. And they ran and took the information and excerpted it to the other CC. Look, she talking about you. And then he went off, blasted her without any evidence, any information, any background check or anything. And then Queen Sheba said, no, let's give him a chance. She's like, he ain't give me no chance. She said, yeah, but we're going to give him a chance. We're going to be better. And they ended up apologizing. Queen Sheba didn't do nothing but just give them a platform to talk on.
That's absolutely it.
And it worked out. That's what I'm saying. Like, they were giving each other bitches and itches, you know, excuse my French, but that's what they were doing. And it turned out to be great. Like, two adults just wipe their hands up and like, I'm done.
And you know, I want everybody to see something here, because I do, and I said this to Hershey today. When you always showcase your character, people will understand your character.
Correct.
And did y'all notice that when I was up there, as vulnerable as I was, because I was nervous as all hell.
No.
You know, up
I've
there.
never seen you nervous.
Listen. I carry myself well, but I say that to say this. Did you notice when I said the chat's probably dragging me and Queen Sheba said they are? Did you notice I didn't have any smoke for anybody?
Oh, I wasn't. I was asleep, so I didn't know. But that's crazy.
So I was saying what I was saying, but did you notice how I didn't have any smoke for anybody?
Right. Because that wasn't your intent. Right.
I wasn't calling anybody out their name.
Right.
Because guess what? That was the show was ending.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no point in adding negativity.
Revving them back up.
Exactly, to where there was already negativity.
Mm-hmm.
And so I appreciated the fact while there were the detractors and the draggers, there were the uplifters in the chat.
Right. To redeem your good name. Like, you're not going to just stomp a mud hole on his name. They ready to dust you off and pick you right back up. No. He took it to the chin, but he's still standing. Hello.
Absolutely.
You know, yeah, that one or two with the discourse, a lot of them didn't say anything, but they might have been for one person and felt like that one person wasn't represented. The other person was treated unfairly. And I know True T was supposed to come on. I don't think she ever made it. I kept waiting because I was like, maybe they're going to make up. And it just kept dragging. And I was just so tired. I was like, I can't, because I'm overwhelmed with all this angst and discord with everybody.
You definitely felt the weight. And to Latrice said, QS doesn't have political talks on her channel or chat public. And thank you for that. And, you know, and by the way, shout out to Latrice.
Yes.
You know, Latrice, I get to spend time with her on
she's a sweetie pie.
And you know, we have our back and forth, but
that's what it's about.
Yeah, and that,
you know, you do it to learn from each other, and sometimes you look forward to it, if you would.
Oh, absolutely.
You're like, my day ain't started. Where my baby at? We got to start some mess over here.
Yes, there are certain things that let me know I'm at work when I'm with all of you. There's certain people that I see within the day to know that I've had a day on YouTube today. You know, Toot is one of them. And you know,
Toot was on there.
Heaviest that wears the crown.
Right.
And I know that Toot, you know, she does the best that she can in the palace.
Right.
And I know that when I was up there, I know Toot probably wanted to really ride for me, but I think
she can't
also
do too much because she's a mod, right?
She's a mod, so she has to do what she needs to do.
Yeah, she got.
You know, I wasn't too worried, but I also understood too that the real ones who really love you will always show and come through.
Yeah,
and that's why I can rest on the
name. And look at she on here now at 2:00 in the morning, making sure you're all right.
Yeah.
She could be sleeping on with her toes straight up in the air. She ain't got to be over here checking on Braylon Lee.
And that's
the real one.
And that is real love. You know, I was talking T-Talker. She was like, Bray, just you're growing. Don't worry about it. And you know, I'm sure Auntie is gonna hear about this.
It's okay. She gonna laugh, and then she gonna snap and go, "Who talked about my baby?" You know her.
And that's how that. Oh
She
yes,
will
I do,
shut
and that's how I
somebody
generally feel
down.
about it. So
Yeah,
I
she'll
know
shut
that
them
she is
down.
going to scope. So I know that
She gonna
she is
ride
going
hard. She
to.
don't care what you wear, crown, a fedora, a baseball cap. She will shut you down. The
Yeah,
hell if I care.
I
I can
know.
hear it now.
Exactly. So I know she's
She
going to
already
scold
on
me.
fire. You already know Carlos and got her on fire. So
Oh,
she don't
listen.
need too much. She
I
don't need
know
no
she
more
is going to.
marshmallows to the grill.
Absolutely. I know she is going to scold me of like, boy, did we not talk today? And
Well,
after she
yeah.
gets done fussing because she's
Yeah,
auntie,
she gonna
right?
give you a little spanking.
She's gonna give me a little spanking, but in the
Yep.
same token, I know she's going to be like Braylon. Um, even though
Don't let
you
them
did
get
what
to
you
you.
did, I
Mm-hmm.
am still going to love you
Yeah.
because the totality of who you are
Is
is
not
bigger.
defined by a momentary action or
That's it.
word. Liquidity. That's the
That's
word of the day. Liquidity. I'm ostracized. Say, can one be ostracized or slip of the tongue? Are liquidity words more I don't know how you say, more powerful than a thought? It's like, because both of them fade in time.
yes,
You
they
could
do.
think something and it goes away just as fast as you thought about it. And liquidity words are just words that flow, ebb and flow, ebb and flow.
Yes,
It's not gonna stay there permanently. It's not like it's etched in the concrete or lime.
without
It's
question.
here now and it's gone in a second. Like
Yes,
I think people just taking stuff so serious. Everybody's just touchy, touchy, touchy.
right. No, for sure.
And I don't think it's about you. You just were there at the right time at the right place at the wrong time, I should say.
Yeah. No,
I
for sure.
really believe that because when you read those comments from the other people, they were more endearing, and everybody was more standing up. You had what 5 out of 12
Mm-hmm.
that was bad, or 5 out of 18 that was bad, or something like that. Like no, those just hotheads. It don't matter if they was on her channel.
Yep.
They could have been talking to Carlos King. They would still been rah 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 rah.
That's it. And I have often said this, social media doesn't change people, it just amplifies what's already in them. To the tree says
Without them getting in trouble, they're able to say what they feel and feel what they say, but
correct.
they don't have any recourse.
That's it. That's absolutely it. To the
It's
tree
like I'm
says
talking in the mirror, fussing at everybody, and I ain't got to go to jail. They can't fight me, and I can't fight them. But I got it off my chest. That's
absolutely.
what it is.
No, absolutely. To the tree says
Just
back and
fighting,
forth
yeah.
are what make content facts. I had to make sure he was straight, and she will probably tell you where you went wrong or not. It's all good. No, I know,
Yeah,
I know,
absolutely.
and to be honest with y'all, I know compared to what others have done in this sector.
Oh no, you ain't did nothing.
Fine.
You ain't even spilled no tea on no dress. You did okay.
I know I'm going to be okay because let me tell you something. The people that know me are going to, if they do say something about me, they're going to be like, now wait one damn minute, hang on one second.
Exactly.
I know that Braylon can do a lot, but what y'all not going to do
is pick on our
attack the one that has always came through for Melody. And has never flip-flopped and has always come through for all of us. That's what you're not going to do.
You ain't anything. They played their stuff. But that's just five people. I don't want to call them no names because it may not be something that's permanent in their heart. I don't want to judge everybody. I'm just saying I see a lot of darkness out forces that are out right now. Sometimes you could be touched by a spirit and it just hop on you. That could have been the possibility. Don't mean they feel that way. Definitely,
right.
I just have to give people sometimes the doubt. What do you call it? The shadow of the doubt at that time, and just be like, okay, this is because you would want great. You want great.
Yeah.
So we have to just overlook it, because if we don't, then that's another battle.
Absolutely.
We over here Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, baby.
No, you're good. You're good. And this is a healthy dialogue, and that's why I just wanted to come on and
Right.
just talk, so that way
Well,
you guys
I
can
was
hear.
up and I'm thinking the time and I'm going, he ain't supposed to be up. I'm always up. Like, what is he doing up?
Well, that's the thing, right? I wanted to be able to take it on the chin, so you guys can hear
Right.
straight from me how I
Right.
felt. And I
love
think
it.
y'all know my voice by now on YouTube.
Yeah. Look,
You
it was
know
like,
what I mean?
y'all, I was like, what?
Right.
That was like, it was like a blowing of a trumpet. I'm trying to tell you, 5 o'clock. I was like, what's
Absolutely.
going on? Sounding
Absolutely.
alarms.
And so I always try to give love, grace, and space.
Yeah.
In every destination we go to, and in every chat that I'm in, and on every panel that I go on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, honestly, the way I responded tonight actually determined how I'm going to move forward, right? So I'm sure that, in the morning there will be some, people that may drop off. But
man, we ain't worrying about that.
But we'll still be where we are at 2008 something, because I know that, like I said, in the totality of who I am compared to others, I'm not going to be washed out.
No, you have to prop yourself up, pep yourself up, and pull yourself up. This is just a momentary inaction, like going to New York City and Madison Gardens. Everybody not gonna laugh at your jokes. Some people may boo you, but the ones that you got, and they gonna buy the tickets next time you show up.
Absolutely.
You gonna leave some people behind. Remember, everybody not for you, and it's okay. What Melody said? Everybody not my friend, and that's all right. They ain't got to like me, and I be laughing. I'm going, you ain't never lied. I was feeling hurt when she said that. What do you mean nobody likes you? What do you mean everybody's not gonna like you? I'm ready to fight. But then I realized, as even a mom with my own kid, like I taught her that lesson, like everybody's not your friend. Everybody's not for you, and you're gonna move in your life to different levels and leave people behind because other people are waiting to grab onto you to take you further.
Absolutely.
So you may have outgrown those 5 people. It's okay. Maybe it's 7 tomorrow. Okay. But don't stop and lock the shop up and then 35 other ones trying to get in think you closed because of the 5 or the 7. That's what I'm saying.
That's a very good point. And that's why I said y'all saw all that diversity.
Oh Lord. And that thing was moving fast too. If I was a mod, I'd be sick. Because that chat was going zip, 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 zip. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. I was overwhelmed. Like I was taking a test, a mid test in college somewhere.
Yes, no, for sure. And like I said before, I wish I had, the numbers, you know what I mean? But also too, it's better to be in peace and to not be seen.
Well,
you know what I mean? So it is what it is. And like I said, child, today is a new day. It's going to be fine. But the reason why I know I can rest in my peace is because all that content I just showed y'all on this channel right here.
Right.
That's who I am.
Correct.
That is genuinely who I am. I am that nerd that can cover entrepreneurship and women's issues and true crime and a little bit of everything. And like I said, I know I'm not, BET.
It's okay.
But I do believe that at least with this channel, you can leave better than when you came.
Correct.
So I can definitely rest in that fact. So hey, Paulette, good to see you, my friend. I hope all is well with you. Thank you so much. Love you. And y'all, it's all good. It really is. I am sure that I will be back to where I was.
Absolutely.
With the tea this weekend.
Absolutely, and we'll find other topics and whatever you got to do to get your channel bumped up. We can all we here for you. We can bump you up. We don't know how to advertise. I'm not from the computer world. I'm old, so I don't know nothing. But I can run this lip. I'm trying to tell you, and I'm funny as hell. So I know I can make some jokes.
And you get and you definitely can hold your own for sure. And
no, I've been ain't nothing shy about me. As they told me in choir, you don't need no microphone. They can hear you from the back door. Okay.
Yes, indeed. And
the choir director say project.
Yes.
He tell me no, bring it down.
No, I feel your energy. And Paulette, thank you so much. And let me tell you something. Paulette Scott is also good people, I can tell you.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm over there with the Gossip Girls, and me and her are corner buddies.
Oh, I love those ladies.
Although she's in the corner, I'm on a sleep number bed. You understand? With nice,
oh my Lord,
with nice blanketing and a weighted blanket, and I'm comfortable.
You got a weighted blanket too?
Well, no. So there's this thing called the corner, right? So the corner is like this brick wall that they show on the Gossip Girls when when you like get in trouble. But I always say I'm not in the corner. I'm on a sleep number bed because I still got work to do in the chat. So I look at this sector that I'm in as more of a blessing than a curse.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Not only did it take all this diversity of the lives,
right,
but it took me going on every panel.
Mm-hmm.
It took me being consistent, and not to mention investing in all of you for me to reach y'all, so y'all want to reach me.
Right. You poured into us, now we trying to pour back into you.
That's it. That is it. And if you do good by people will always do good by you.
Good gonna find good. Always.
Oh, absolutely. You know what I mean? And trust me, I know with Virtual Tour Live, there are some people that are like, okay, you know what? I gotta be there from the beginning, so I can't even go, because by the time he gets to the third destination, I'm gonna miss everything.
Right,
but the blessing of this show is it's available for everybody. You can come at the end of Virtual Tour Live, and we're just chilling, and we're having a whole nother conversation in the chat that could be even bigger than the show I put on.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's not one of those shows where, okay, does it help if you're here from the beginning so you can get all the destinations? Sure. But if you come in on the fourth topic, guess what? It's still a good show.
Mm-hmm.
This is not one of those channels where if you're not locked in, you're not welcomed.
Right. Okay. I got
you know what I mean? Because that energy is unproductive. It really is. So if you don't come, you're not welcome. No, that's what the replay is for.
Mm-hmm.
And what I often say to people is, if you really want to know if this channel is for you, I suggest having a day off, putting on 2 to 3 virtual tours.
Okay.
Press play, let it roll. And if you don't see at least 2 topics from each one that reaches you, then you can move around.
Okay.
But all I ask is that you at least hear me out, because I do believe, and I've said this to Toot before, and said this to many of y'all, most of the time whenever we are meeting for Virtual Tour Live, is usually where we are at an intersection of me saying what needs to be said on a topic.
All right.
And when I say what needs to be said, it's not always pleasant.
Well,
so you could take that as, oh my God.
Right, but at least you got it. Look, honesty is everything.
That's it.
That's what people say. Don't never ask her what I look like, because I'm gonna give it to you. They say, "Oh, you supposed to say something." I said, "Well, did you want me to lie to her?"
Absolutely, no, absolutely.
They know if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I ain't going to hell with a handbasket to nobody.
Absolutely. So whenever that happens and we meet at that intersection, it can come across as a angry black man or this, that, and the third. What I would challenge y'all is to be still in your thinking of your movement before you make movement.
Okay. That's why.
And so when you come into Virtual Tour Live, if it is a topic,
just listen through.
Just listen through.
Right.
Before commenting, because while you may see me as an angry black man, you might see, I'll give you a prime example. When the black man had his hair in the classroom, when the young ladies were pulling his hair and everybody thought that was sexual, right?
Oh.
I defended the brother because those young ladies that were pulling down his hair wasn't doing anything wrong. They were just trying to relate to their teacher. And we have so many teachers that they already don't get enough support as it is from the school system, and they don't get the funding that they need. So when we do have good teachers out here, and the worst thing they can do is pull down somebody's hair and degrade it, and you want to fire that teacher, that's what we're about when we're asking for the good. So during that time, I said what needed to be said. But what ended up happening later on down the line was that teacher got rehired because, and thank you, Susie Q, so much for being up here. Much love to you. That teacher got rehired at that school because cooler heads prevailed. And so before you jump in, give somebody a chance to have that cooler head. Give somebody that chance to have a cooler head. Because he or she who has not sinned cast the first stone. So you can cast it, shut the hell up talking to me. And I'm always trying my best to do what's right. And I don't always get it right. That's okay. But let's look at the totality of a person before we throw them away. So I think I will be quite all right. This one was this one had some energy to it, and I think that it's going to. I think that there is going to be there's going to be some opinions on this one, right? And with those opinions, I do hope that we can give the love, grace, and space to each other. That while we may be broken in our... No, it's all good, Susie Q. Much love to you, beautiful. Much love, much love. While we may all have a difference of opinion, can we at least all have the same opinion that we all are people? Because I feel like, in the words of Martin Luther King Jr., I'm tired of marching. I'm tired of always trying to have to defend my right just to have a right. I must confess I'm tired. And I feel like that's where I am. I must confess that I get tired sometimes. Always standing up. Right? Actually, let me pull up that clip so y'all can see it. Because it's one thing for me to say, it's another thing for y'all to see it. Here we go, y'all.
I'm tired of marching. Tired of marching for something that should have been mine at birth. I don't mind saying to you tonight. I don't mind saying to you tonight that I'm tired of the tension surrounding our day. I don't mind saying to you tonight that I'm tired of living every day under the threat of death. I have no martyr complex. I want to live as long as anybody in this building tonight. And sometimes I begin to doubt whether I'm going to make it through. I must confess I'm tired.
I mean, what else needs to be said, right? He said, I am tired of fighting for something that should have been mine at birth, you know? And you gotta confess that you're tired sometimes, right? Hey, IPV ADDT, thank you so much, beautiful. I saw you in the chat. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you so much. It really does mean a lot that y'all see the good in me. And you know, Queen Sheba is right. Nobody has to owe anybody anything. And that's very true. I do believe, though, we do owe each other the space, the love, grace, and space, rather, of can we at least hear someone out? Because I think a lot of times when we go off of, when it's not impacting us, it's easy to be objective, right? But when we're not in it, it's hard to subject yourself to see that point of view. And that's not to say that your experience does not matter. But I think sometimes in order to get to a solution, we have to hear everyone's problems in order to see how everyone has a solution. And believe me, I'm not the moral authority. I'm not. I know it can come across sometimes with Virtual Tour Live. I know sometimes with Virtual Tour Live, it can seem like I'm a know-it-all because we cover so much. That's not true. I'm just a nerd about a lot of things, and I work harder than anyone else in the room. And that is my intellect, that is my journalistic soul, that is the intensity of my curiosity that comes out in every single live. You know, thank you for seeing that. Too quick to throw folks away because you do not like the message. Absolutely. And like I said, too, I really want us to think that if we were strange fruit back in the day, and we all are Orange Farm. If we're going to squeeze something out of each other, let's not squeeze out the unrest that is in all of us. Let's squeeze out the good of each other. I'm going to say it 2 more times. Let's not squeeze out the unrest of us, but let's squeeze out the good of us. Let's not squeeze the uneasiness of us. Let's squeeze out the good of us. Because I think when we squeeze out the good of us, we get the best. We get the best drink of orange juice. You know what I mean? So that's why I would employ everybody to do. It's just before you can start squeezing, let's squeeze out the good. We only have what we have, not because it's there, but because of how we care for it. And I'm being extremely vulnerable with you all this morning, because that's the only way to do it. At this point is vulnerable to understand that we may not know everything, but the stuff we do know, we shouldn't have to apologize for, right? Just being completely honest. I do hope sincerely that we can all move in a little bit more love, and a little bit more joy, and a little bit more of embracing each other. You know, Thanksgiving will be here before we know it, right? And for some people, it will be their first Thanksgiving without their mom. It will be their first Thanksgiving without their dad. It will be their first Thanksgiving without their sister, their brother. For some parents, this will be the first Thanksgiving without their child. I know that we are all 10 toes down for anything and everything, right? But just because we're 10 toes down with that flag in the ground doesn't mean we can't lift that flag up out the ground every once in a while and say, hey, listen, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to move around a little bit. It's okay to be vulnerable. But most of all, it's okay to keep fighting. You know, good night, bro. Stay strong, stay true, and stay. Thank you too, and love you very much. You know what I mean? So it is all good in the neighborhood. 13 people here in the building with me. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have all of you here. If you're in the bushes, hi. Woo. I know the bush people are like, wow, he really is that bold, ain't he? And, you know, for some of you bush campers, you're probably like, well, it is what it is, Bray. You do too much. Gotta let you know something. I agree with you. But also, too, I have to recognize that for all the bush campers that feel like I do too much, I know I got some bush campers that feel that I do just enough, or really more than enough too. So, all are welcome. That's the funny thing about life, right? If you think of life, I'm trying to think of a good card game. Maybe not a good card game, but like Candyland. You are so involved in the world of Candyland that you forget that's a game. And I think every once in a while we need to get back to that type of energy of like, hey, let's just enjoy the fact of having a space to play, to try, and to fail. Apology is only warranted if you error. When we make a mistake, we are guided by correction and get praise. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tim Story talked about how life can take the shout out of you. And I think about that with Candyland, the game. I think we have grown up so much that we forget that at one point in time we've made mistakes before that. We've, that we felt like a winner when really we were a loser. And I think about Inside Out too. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. And there's a pivotal scene in Inside Out 2 with one of Riley's friends, and you see Riley going through this sequence of emotions. Oh yeah, if anybody wants to come up, the link is pinned. It's no judgment over here. I'm not going to come at you because for one, it's 2:43 in the morning. But also, too, I don't know what you're going through. And at this point in time, I'm not going to meet anyone in any hate because it's not warranted. It's not. It's not warranted. So if you want to come up and give your feedback on what happened tonight, if you want to say what you feel like you need to say, go ahead. I'm right here. I am so relaxed because I know there's more to come. I know there's more to come. And I do hope that as we move forward, we recognize that it takes a little bit of everybody to move forward. So if somebody is stumbling along the way, help them up. I know what you're thinking. Well, why should I help somebody up when I'm stumbling myself? The more that you have people stumbling, once you have people stumbling, the less people you have to be able to finish goodness in the world. So, while you may feel like you want to get to the finish line by yourself, I promise you this: when you do things together as a group, you get more done than you do by yourself. The guy's there when you stumble, holding you up from falling. Absolutely. And there is a spiritual warfare, But also, too, I think it's a emotional warfare as well that goes deeper than spirit. Because I think, with YouTube, there's these parasocial relationships of we feel like we know this person, but you know of them, you don't know them. They give you an image of what they want you to see, and that's everybody on YouTube, right? But how you really know that that person is who they are is through the quality of how they give, right? I can tell you that whenever I've done a virtual tour live, there are some lives where I'm like, oh my God, this is going, I don't think the audience is going to really like this one. But then turns out that's one of the best lives that I've done, right? So truly, it's this one's hitting hard tonight, this morning. I know tomorrow everybody will have their pick of what they want to talk about. But I do hope that if you do talk about the bad of this, you also talk about the good too. And someone's true character is not when they have it all, but it's when they feel like there is a battle to fight for what's yours. A boxer is only knocked out as long as they give up the fight. And when you don't give up the fight, you are still in the ring. Sometimes something we can address this week. When is too much too much? What do you want the fight? How far you want to go to win your points? Okay, I like that. I don't think I've done a because we always cover hot topics over here, right? We cover celebrity, Hollywood, media industry. But I don't think I've ever done a deep question live like that before. I might have to do that. I might. We'll see what I do Friday morning. Because I think that is a great topic. I think that is absolutely a great topic. How do you move forward where you don't know if you can move? And just talking about that, I think that would be a great topic. Hmm. 12 people in the building. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate y'all. Truly, I do. Man. Wow, 22 likes. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. What happened to the black family? Why are our homes broken? Well, I will say this. I think that, oh no, child, I'm at peace. When you're at peace, it can sound like you're tired. When you're at peace, it can sound like you're tired. But to answer that question of why black families, to your question, what happened to the black family? Why are our homes so broken? Well, I will ask you this, Susie Q, in chat. Let's say that somebody came over to your house, right? And let's say that you wanted to buy furniture for your house, right? The only way to get that was through the words that came out your mouth. If you see something positive that can be for you, right? Oh, that's a nice bit of positivity. Well, you know what? You have to have the capacity of laying it. You don't have it. Oh, okay. Well, thanks. Oh man, that's a nice fridge. I could probably store up some really good blessings with that. Well, no, I mean, listen, you don't even have the faculties to even get any blessings. So why do you need a fridge to store them? Damn. Okay, then. Yeah, I know I don't have them. I'm trying to get it. Then you look at your resources and you try to make $1 out of 15 cents. Where am I going with this example? Why in the world would you want to fill your home when you were told that you were a broken individual that couldn't receive anything to put in your home? Let that rest for a minute. Why would you want to get anything to fill your home when the person told you that you were a broken individual and that you didn't deserve anything? A broken individual is never going to want to feel anything in their home because they feel broken as an individual. So I think that's what happened, or happens rather. We see things that we would like to have and believe and invest good energy. But when your good is always being tested, and it's never enough for anybody, and the goalpost is always moving, you are like, okay, I'd rather have a broken home. I don't have anything, but at least I don't have to worry about it being taken away from me. That's why I would say that. So, hope that answered the question, Susan Q, of why are our homes broken? Because we see things that we want, but because we're told we're this, that, and the third, that's why we have broken homes. There's no point in getting things for the home when people are telling you that you're broke and you can't afford anything good in your life. I think the black family part of it, though. What happened to the black family? I think life happened. I think that us as black people have always tried to evolve. And with the family, it's more, to me, I'll speak for myself. I think the family is more about the identity than the totality. It's more about the identity than the totality. It's about the identity more than the totality. Because when you see a family, they have a certain lifestyle. And so I think that lifestyle was important at one point in time. But I think because we live in such a societal world that we're about status more than love, I think that's where the black family has been gone. Because it's always trying to maintain an image where truly the image of the black family gets a little roughed up around the edges. You don't feel that it's race related. Our ancestors were big on family. Then something happened in the 1930s. Black men walked out. Um, is it race related? I don't think it's race related. I think it is mindset related. Because there are plenty of black families that understand living in your blackness will help you move in your blackness. But I think when your blackness is always determined by what you do, but it can't be the quality of what you give, then it gets difficult for the black family to feel anything of caring about anything because they're not being seen for the good that they're trying to do. They never look back, and black women were hurt and invested into their church to fulfill their loss. Well, I think everybody has invested in a space where maybe it wasn't the best environment for that blessing to grow. Nine people still here. Thank you all so much for being here. Jack Johnson was black and wanted strange, clear women, tossed in jail, but still chased it. Like, just like today, black women are overlooked and disregarded. You know, I think when you don't have a compass of who you are, you don't have a compass of what you want to achieve. I would not mind dating a black, not mind dating a black woman. I meant to say I would not mind, dating a white woman, dating an Indian woman, dating a Samoan woman. But also too, I keep going back to this conversation of if I was married to another race, right? And something happened in our black culture, then me and that person, my spouse, we would have to talk. But if I wake up with black culture in my bed next to me, all we gotta do is give each other a look. And I think there's a comfort in being secure within your culture. I really do believe that. So for me, being married to a black woman is providing a security as a man that I don't think I've ever found in any other race. The fact that they understand your struggle, the fact that they have been, that they, have put themselves into these different acting roles, right? To showcase what we can be. All those characters have a soul tie. And I think that's why it's important to let people know to hang in there within a relationship or marriage. Now, of course, if somebody's abusing you, then you do what you need to do, you get gone. I'm still right here with all of you. I am just resting. Go to bed. You know, I'm just kind of actually enjoying the fact that I'm in peace. Listening to the music and so yep, that's what we're doing. You know, we're just providing space for each other tonight, this morning, and Yeah, I'm good, Roxy. I'm just being still, you know. That's all. Just being still. Just being still. Yeah, I'm good, Roxy. I'm good. I'm just resting. That's all. Tonight was a lot, wasn't it? Recognizing there's always a fight to be in the ring for, but make sure it's worth fighting. But most of all, recognize that it's okay to hit back. You know what I mean? But anyway, y'all have a wonderful morning. It is 26 minutes after 3 o'clock. Um, we'll go ahead and let the fireworks play just a little bit longer, and I will let y'all see that. Um, can you riddle me this? If you can forgive a trespasser but not yourself, and pray forgiveness for other, are you saved or backsliding? I think that's just being kind. You know what I mean? So we all done what we can, and when you can't do no more, you give your best to others before yourself. So, but anyway, y'all. Good morning, afternoon, good evening, based on your location. Love y'all very much. I'll see y'all soon.